The first time for something is never forgotten, especially if it's your first time with your girlfriend.
Be gentle. Soft hands. Careful. Seriously?
Life is full of first times, but mine always seemed destined to fail. Even opening an egg for the first time was a disaster. I don't even want to talk about the second time I tried it.
Ha! Chad, be more careful. Now I'm all wet and dirty.
For some reason, I grew up thinking that the way to open an egg was to squeeze it hard until it exploded, and clearly, that wasn't the case. I know. I should have learned to cook first. But that wasn't the only time I messed up a first time. Do you know the feeling of wanting to do a good deed from the heart? Well, it doesn't always go well. Like the first time I wanted to surprise my mom by helping her with something. I was about 5 years old, and my mom came home very upset about something. Honestly, I don't remember why. I wanted to make her feel better, so I planned something I thought she'd like. My mom loves watching movies on the living room TV, but I don't think we'd ever cleaned it. So I looked for things to make it shine. Mom would love it. It took me a long, long time, but it finally looked like new. But when my mom tried to turn it on, turns out I didn't know water was bad for TVs. And, well, I wanted it to be perfectly clean. We had to buy a new one. I never tried doing a good deed without asking again, but what about my first pet? One day, while my girlfriend and I were walking in the park, we heard something rustling in the bushes.
A cat?
Can we keep it?
No. Keep walking, keep walking.
Sophie was never a fan of cats. But I was really down. My girlfriend noticed and said,
All right. If it's still there when we come back, we'll adopt it.
We walked back and it was still there. So Sophie and I adopted it. I'll name him Pep. I fed him. I watched him learn to climb. I even taught him to go to the bathroom. He always waited for me at home to feed him, but one day, he wasn't there. We looked everywhere. We went to every shelter in the city, but Pep never showed up, until one day I found a cat lying in an alley. It was Pep, but he wasn't breathing anymore.
No!
The first pet is never easy and is never forgotten. Just like my first love confession. Before my lady and queen Sophie, of course. I was always too shy to get dates. So I found refuge in the school's club for misfits. The art club. Nothing like the smell of a pencil in the morning.
Wow, you draw really well.
Oh, thank you.
You should come with us for coffee and to draw.
Really? I felt like I was on cloud 9. A cute girl invited me to hang out with her friends.
Hey, are you Chad?
Yes, why?
Someone told me to ask you for your Teams book, but she's too shy.
Could it be? Sure, here it is. But when I got home,
Hi, handsome. Want to have fun with me?
it was my art teacher. But of course I told her no, babe. Honestly, I didn't want to get into trouble. And not because she was a teacher. That of course wasn't right. But someone else already had their eye on her.
You think you're funny, don't you?
What are you talking about?
The teacher's a total babe, so she'll be with me.
But we're like 15 years younger than her. I mean, yes, all yours.
I'll see you after school.
Which brings me to my first fight. Come on, Flash. We're better than this. Or maybe not. I couldn't let myself lose. Everyone was watching me. It was my chance to be a hero. I clenched my fist, took a deep breath, and I got the beating of my life. I spent 2 weeks in the hospital, but they gave me an award for the most broken teeth the nurses had ever seen. Still, if we're talking about first times, there's one that deserves the top spot on the list. Since Sophie and I moved in together, we've had incredible times. But there was something we still hadn't tried, our first time. But no matter the occasion, something always interrupted us. We tried multiple times, but it was harder than we thought.
Babe, make some room.
Until finally it happened.
Wow, what a nice shirt.
Oh yeah, I bought it for you yesterday.
I'll try it on now.
Wait, what? It was really going to happen. I was so nervous I couldn't stop shaking.
Relax, I'll guide you. Do you trust me?
Always. Spoiler alert, I shouldn't have trusted her. Don't get me wrong, it was amazing. But I never imagined a first time could be so intense.
Ready for the 10th round?
Oh no.